Hello and welcome to the Lighthouse. This is going to be a reading for water signs for the rest of the month. I have already had these cards out here for a couple of days because I laid them out after I did the earth sign reading. And if you've watched my most recent upload, the Say It with the Song video, I kind of explain what happened with the earth sign reading. So I'm going to do this a little different for the rest of the signs, simply because I feel like it's probably better to break them all up. But I'm going to have the same intro for all of them because this was an overview message for all of the signs for the month. So I'm going to keep it being the overview for all the signs, but I am going to put again them separately because I feel it makes probably more sense. Um, so you will see the same message repeating again in all three if you watch all three, or to explain why there's going to be a cut after I read these. So let us begin here with the reality check that perhaps some of us are coming into now or have come into in the past, lessons that we've learned already and that we're needing to apply now in our lives. We have hungry hearts will settle for crumbs. We all eat lies when our hearts are hungry. This is why it's so important to heal before you deal. When you are lonely, have low self esteem, abandonment issues, fears of being alone, etc., it can set you up to be taken advantage of, especially by emotional manipulators and narcissists. Indeed. Love yourself first and don't settle for less. The answer is simple. So, again, a lesson we've probably learned, or again, needing to learn, um, you know, yeah. And on to the next. Yeah. Blessed. So perhaps now we're having some good things come our way, better things come our way in regards to individuals, situations, because we are different and we have changed. Um, and also having gratitude that we're blessed in the way where we're not dealing with this shit anymore. These people or these situations, whatever it is that left us in that feeling of the beggar in the Six of Pentacles, right? And then we also have breathe. So let us see what these are here. Blessed. Essential meanings, something wonderful that is unearned and unexpected. Grace, that is an unforeseen gift from Spirit. The Oracle's message, there are moments in life when, out of the blue, it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to express. It's all as if the Red Sea parts in front of you and events come together to banish your troubles easily and naturally. You know deep down you did not deserve any of it, and yet here you are. This is one of those times. Let awe and gratitude for all your blessings guide you now. So yes, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Because it's been a doozy. Relationship message, you are moving towards a deepening of intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection. This union blessed by the divine will bring transformation and beauty to the world. Oh. This is also a sign that, even more important, you are being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. Prosperity message, unexpected windfalls and good fortune come your way now. You're in a phase where any difficulties or obstacles that have stymied your success seem to disappear on their own. Be ready to receive. The windows of opportunity will open wide. Accept the blessings given to you now, and don't forget to share them. Protection message. Humility is called for now, as grace is an unearned gift. You didn't gain this by your own desires or actions. To be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did. In a way, you have to hit rock bottom, and what is required now is nothing less than a total surrender. Then you will be blessed. So again, look, we've already hit that bottom. Probably a few bottoms, right? That's why maybe now we're finally done with that shite. Watch out before you hit rock bottom. Like I said, those don't ignore those red flags, because let me tell you, especially when dealing with people that got psychological problems, it'll totally destroy. It's like soul destroying. It's because, again, especially dealing with narcissists, the whole thing, it was a lie. Again, every word, every moment, every memory is tainted. Every moment is just. I said it's an experience I wouldn't wish on anyone, and yet I've had many, not many, but enough. Throughout my lifetime. I mean, and again, they're everywhere. So better start to learn to recognize the signs of troubled minds, because, again, they're everywhere. And they will take you down with them if they can. Breathe. Essential meanings: patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, and trust. The Oracle's message: patience in all things is called for right now. Like, how much more patience? The patience, the call for patience, it's never ending. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now's the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses. Breathe in the sunlight and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. Relationship message: don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open. Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there is no need for tension. Savor the moment. Let it bathe in the moonlight, as Michael used to say. Right? Savor the moment, and the waiting won't prove difficult. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. Prosperity message: you have worked long and hard. Okay? Your dreams are coming to fruition, and you want to hurry things along. You are the slow one, moving languidly yet still progressing right now, in a rhythm dictated by your authentic nature, the essence of your dream, and the will of the universe. Slow and steady wins the race. You will indeed win if you relax, stay the course, and trust your intuition and breathe. Protection message: inertia, laziness, and apathy are signs of not slowing down, but of decay and lifelessness. Wake up and do something to shake this off. Go outside with some air. Walk in nature will remind you that all of life is ensouled and magical. Get some exercise. Move out of your head and into your body, and breathe in deeply. Each breath is precious. So yes, this is definitely need to move around, because, you know, we can get all kinds of stuck energy wise. Body gets all tight. Like, gotta get on a usual routine, dedicating certain time in the day for meditation, yoga, walk, whatever it is. So I will pause the video here, and then we will do the each signs separately. So stay tuned. Hello and welcome to the Lighthouse. This is going to be a reading for Cancer and for the rest of September. I'm drawing a blank. It happens to the rest, because I'm thrown off because I've already done the overview, and I'm like, I keep forgetting where to start here. So that's why I'm pausing. But let us start here, because you've already seen the overview, because I've put it at the beginning. So let us move on to here. Four of Wands and Six of Pentacles. So now I didn't, did I? Let me look. I don't think I did. Yeah, I think I put these all so they would come out upright. So I will give the messages as both, because I don't know if people are dealing with upright situations or upside down ones. I mean, we do have recovery here, so I don't know. Let's see. In the upright sense, Four of Wands again speaks about our stability, our grounding, our home life, you know, family, firm foundations, homecomings, a time of fulfillment and satisfaction at the attainment of a goal. Again, marriages, engagements, birthdays, graduations, or other celebrations, special milestones, completing a significant phase, settling down, a peace offering, a move from one stage to another, or again, moving past mistakes and challenges to a place of peace, acceptance, and happiness. So either, again, we're seeking to recover. We'll get into this part after, but I'm looking to see if I can figure out a story. We're looking to recover from things that we've been through. Again, because if this was upside down, it would speak to unhappy homes, right? Breakdowns in communication, broken home lives, lack of harmony in communication in the family home, tension between people, getting caught up in drama, right? A period of transition and feeling tension, instability, external threats to happiness, a needing to move on for a time, a lack of security, an upheaval, not looking for a long-term relationship, a lack of commitment or a fear of commitment, right? And of course, Six of Pentacles speaks about, it could speak about money, you know, equal giving and taking in relationships, balanced relationships, balance with our finances, giver or receiver energy. Again, being grateful for what we have or giving to those in need. Again, it depends on what position you are in. In the traditional card, there's a guy standing there with two beggars, right? But this guy here, he's happy. He's got pentacles all about him. So there isn't really a position of uh, someone lacking so much, like one lacking, one not. This person seems pretty abundant in and of themselves, enough so, balanced within themselves, right? This one here is balancing on one foot. So again, maybe we are recovering from something where previously we were imbalanced, or there was a lack of reciprocity or financial instability. And maybe now we are now finding that again, or there is a need to. Again, it depends on if you're upright or you're still in the upside down, right? This is all about reminding us again not to become to be more self-sufficient. And again, in this person in this picture seems pretty self-sufficient. Again, because it's not the traditional situation. This one's like, I can stand on my own. I'm building my own firm foundations, right? I'm bringing in my own balance and abundance. Doing for oneself, which is what we should be doing anyway, for the most part. Although it isn't, bad to ask for help when need be. But there is a certain satisfaction to be able to stand on one's own and provide for oneself and not be looking for external sources to bring us that completeness, right? Recovery, inspiration message. Oh, this is third eye chakra. Someone's found some inspiration. The winds of change have brought in inspiration. Here's the key to your success. Maybe that's what one is trying to find, the keys to their success. It's time to recover a part of me that has been dormant. Am I ready to live an inspired future? Key ideas: facing fears. Wounding is strength, courage to face pain, awakening greatness. Keywords are gentleness, regeneration, and understanding. Right? Pain from our past unlocks the door of understanding. Inspiration message: once the key has been used to open the door, you will have a new way of living, one without keys. Where you are heading, there are no locks. So, here's a little story here. Greta wakes to find painful childhood memories all around her room. In the distance appears a huge wooden door with a white light streaming through the keyhole. As Greta tries to gather up her painful memories, they melt and form the great lilac key. She places the key in the lock, and a wave of fear engulfs her. The door opens and the pain and fear recede. Clarity comes. Survival is no longer enough. So again, maybe we're needing to, start living and not just existing, right? Moving beyond self-imposed limitations that are based in past things, whether that be childhood wounding, self-esteem issues, failed relationships, failed whatever. Again, moving beyond everything that seemed to want to set us back and put us down, and finding again our own stability, our own inspiration, being our own hero, right? And looking to invest in oneself so that we can again provide for ourselves and be more self-reliant. So that again, we don't, not just that you don't need other people, but again, that there definitely You have to be able to be okay with oneself, whether that's being alone for a while and healing from situations again, to try to find your footing again, to try to find your stability again, to recuperate, you know, in whatever way that is. But now it's time to look how far we have come and see our accomplishments and feel a little more lighter and a little more free than perhaps we were in the past. Because we're ready for new things. You know what to do. Archangel Uriel, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. And sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. So again, we're needing to focus on thyself. Healing, building, doing what needs to be done to protect one's energy, one's home space, one's finances, you know. Options. Consider the career possibilities that are open to you. You know, a lot of people are facing hardships right now with finances, with living situations because of lack of work or things that are going on in the world that are preventing people from doing their usual to be able to provide for themselves, right? Not knowing again what to do now that perhaps a past occupation or something isn't there anymore. So we're looking at what do we want to do that's going to help us to build these foundations that we want to have, to attain the self-sufficiency that we want to have. Finding some inspiration somewhere to lead us into the direction so that we can start manifesting the things that we want, right? Sometimes things end or tower moments happen or outside circumstances happen that change things that maybe are blessings in disguises. It gets us on new paths, or it gets us to discover new parts of ourselves, new talents, because we got this extra time that we've been sitting around. And again, maybe we've been learning new things, and maybe we're thinking about transitioning into different careers, exploring some things that we never did in the past to see if, you know, following dreams, things like that. Right? We still have to try to have dreams and goals and look again for, as I was saying, for the Pisces reading, try to find, there's always going to be obstacles and challenges and things in our paths and things that happen unexpectedly and, you know, shitty circumstances, shitty people, shitty situations, whatever it is. But there's always, we always have to try to, you know, like when you were a kid, you playing video games, right? The person kept going. They fell down the hole. The monsters got them, whatever it is. But they kept, you know, this is kind of the same thing. We got to keep at it. We got to keep looking for ways around the crap that happens. Prayer. Instead of worrying, I pray about the situation and bring about real solutions. Again, yes, we can, you know, try to think positively. We can ask the universe for, you know, help and all these things. We can talk to others, you know, but at the end of the day, it's always on us. Sometimes you're all you have, so then it's really on you, right? But wishing and hoping and dreaming and praying without any kind of action from oneself won't allow for the co-creation to happen, which is necessary for things to ebb and flow as they should. Again, out with the old, in with the new, and just kind of like the song, the row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. It's again being able to still float down the river. Action. Today I take action related to priorities that I have previously put off. So somebody's needing to take care of something. And obviously, whatever it is, you already know what it is. Earth Angel. You are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. And have you asked your angels for help with this? Your angels want to help you with this situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. So I guess that's where the prayer comes from. Be careful of how you word things, because that can delay things even though you don't think that it would. When you say things like I need or I want, that's speaking in a lack sense. But when you speak in an affirming sense, I already have. This will come to me. This is already mine. But again, not like ridiculous things, obviously. But again, it's the energy behind the words, the intention behind the words, and again, and what you tell yourself and what you repeat daily helps to manifest it in the real world. Again, not everything. I am a unicorn. I affirm I'm a unicorn, and unicornism is coming to me. These kind of things. Speaking of unicorns, power animal. When your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you, and your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you, and it's helping you with the situation. And it is a unicorn. I thought it was just a horse, but I tell you, I think I'm getting ahead of myself. This is a repeating thing where I'm saying something before I get to the card that has it on there. Like, what's going on here? Some Twilight Zone stuff. Or perhaps, again, maybe we need to start believing in magic again, right? Because this world has a way of disillusioning us. Because, it is a lot of magic already, but it's deception, but maybe we're needing to try to find the good magic again, you know? Magic within ourselves, our own creative inspirations, or whatever it is. And know that you're stronger than you give yourself credit for everything you've been through so far. And to go easy on yourself. Acknowledge your emotions, but try not to let them suck you down into the abyss. And just take steps every day and have positive mindsets and intentions, and make schedules or lay things out or make a vision board or whatever it is to help you explore new possibilities for yourself, so that we are not in a place of lack in any way. I feel rejected by my friends and family. Oh, here we go. Didn't I just say about feeling a sense of lack? I now have a wealth of family and friends who make me feel like I belong. Now is a time where, if you were dealing with unhappy home situations, lack of reciprocity, people again not being on the same page, some kind of imbalance going on. There's a lot of division happening now with people, and that is intentional. I can't get into too much stuff on here. I kind of discuss these topics in the Zero videos, as far as the divide and conquer agendas that are going on for a reason. And it is making things kind of difficult for people who may have different viewpoints in regards to current events. So, like I said, at the end of the day, we have to be strong within ourselves, know who we are, and try not to be so affected, even though it's not easy, by other people's beliefs, reactions, opinions, because we have to allow people to just come to their own conclusions, to learn things on their own in their own time, and not force our own, you know. Sometimes we just have to, say keep it moving. But again, this is kind of a tough thing because no one wants to see people that they care about, you know, suffer or, you know, believe in wrong things. But at the same time, again, we can't force our beliefs on anyone else. Again, people have to come to things in their own time. So if there's any feelings of that for you, again, we have to try to still stay in balance with that within ourselves, because again, this kind of stuff is just getting started. In truth, there's going to be a lot of division stuff happening in society, in families, and you still have to stand firm in yourself, because you have to have that spiritual grounding that's going to help get you through not only just what's going on now, but just in general. You have to, because you're gonna always have issues with other people. In other words, meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. So maybe again we're needing to figure things out. I know I think, question your shoulds. When you feel a difficult emotion today, like anxiety, disappointment, notice if you're making should statements about yourself, such as, I should be there by now, or I should be a better parent. Notice what happens when you reframe these statements as, I would like to, instead. What does this shift in wording do to your feeling of stress or self-blame? Julia just spoke about how we word things, the energy behind words, which is why language is used in many ways to lead people astray, whether that's from outside sources or the narratives that goes in one's own head. We're needing to, again, aim higher in our thinking, in our speaking, and try not to get into the stinking thing. You're not the only one. Our faults, our limitations often feel very personal, even if they're unavoidable part of being human. When you're feeling critical towards yourself, remind yourself that you're not alone. There are probably countless others who have similar struggles. See what it's like to take your imperfections less personally. Indeed. This guy fell out. Maybe we're feeling too much like this. I don't know. But he was behind it. So you're a rock star. Don't worry about it. These messages come from all kinds of ways. Act. Take care of yourself. What's one nice thing you can plan for yourself today that you'll look forward to and enjoy doing? Put in your calendar at a specific time. It can be something small, like treating yourself to a fancy coffee drink or listening to your favorite music. If it's hard to think of ideas, then imagine you were planning it for someone you deeply care about. Yeah, usually, again, isn't it funny? You can always see things in other people that you can't see in yourself. You can always give credit for other people and not to yourself. It's just, you can always do for others, but you don't take care of yourself. This is the problem we have. Get organized. Choose an area of your life or your house, or both, that have been needing to declutter and organize, such as a storage closet or a kitchen drawer. Set aside 25 minutes per day to work on it until it's done, starting today. If you're feeling unmotivated, remember that motivation tends to follow action. Go ahead and get started. So I suppose even one's own internal house, right? The attic being your mind, your thoughts, of course, clearing out the heart space, getting physically active, moving around to get get things going, right? To be in movement and not in stagnancy. And we have no regrets. Imagine looking back on your life near its end. What would you regret the most? Some of the most common regrets include worrying too much, being controlled by fear, and not investing enough in one's relationships. Take one small step today towards fully living the life you want to have lived without regret. Yeah. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. They'll drag you down to the abyss. Unnoticed sounds. Listen today for sounds that you're usually not aware of. For example, your shoes as you slip them on, an orange as you peel it, or the wind chimes in your neighborhood. The sound might be quite subtle and easily missed. What happens when you pay attention to parts of your life that usually go unnoticed? And breaking the worry cycle. Worry is often driven by the question, what if blank happens? Where the blank is anything we might be afraid of. You can break the cycle of worry by not arguing with your what if. Instead, tell yourself, that might happen, and I would have to deal with it if it did. Then bring your focus to what is actually happening in the present moment. Again, we can be in multiple space times at the same time. Past, present, future. Again, needing to get grounded. Stand in one's power and what else do you have for Cancer for the rest of September? Truth. Speak from your heart. It is the only thing worth listening to. Throat chakra. What else for Cancer? Creation. Sacral chakra. For the flames of destruction will ignite a rebirth. Fearlessness. Turn your warrior into a warrior. Solar plexus chakra. Letting go. Letting go is not giving up. Sometimes it is the first step toward success. And then we have some inner child messages for Cancer for the rest of the month. I am patient. I'm going to practice taking 3 deep breaths so I can do this the next time I get frustrated. That's where your sensitivity comes in, and your meditation and breaking worry cycles. I'm a good listener, a good learner. I'm going to tell someone what I learned in school today. And school can be actual school. It can be the school of life. It could be here at the Lighthouse School. What have you learned in the Lighthouse School today? What can we take with us? What can we share? How can we apply it? I'm a generous person. I'm going to give someone a gift today. That could be just a gift of your time, a phone call, whatever it is. Could be even giving to yourself if you have neglected that. One more, Cancer. I am gifted. I'm going to share one of my gifts with the world. And then, anything else for Cancer? I am at peace. Divine peace and harmony surrounds me and dwell within me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, myself included. Anything else for Cancer? I deserve the best, and I accept the best now. I am mentally and emotionally equipped to enjoy a prosperous and loving life. It is my birthright to deserve all good. I claim my good. And all my relationships are harmonious. When we create harmony in our own minds and hearts, we will find it in our lives. The inner creates the outer always. Then, let's grab a few of these messages. I think something fell out over there. Understanding. Integrity. Doing the right thing for the right reasons. Risk. Assessing our risks. Weighing things out. And celebration. Celebrating that each day is a new opportunity to create change. Right? And I'm sure people are looking for some romance messages. What advice do you have for Cancer in regards to the areas of romance for the rest of September? Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Past life relationship. You've known each other before. Uh-oh. So again, I don't know if people are needing to have some conversations, discuss things in this home situation or this unequal giving and receiving situation, or again, this is just finding one's passions again, trusting that we can have better things, yes, even in the midst of the chaos, right? Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So I don't know whose addictions. Again, it could be addictions to stinking thinking. It could be a number of things. Actual addictions, whether they be one's own or other people's. There could be a codependency thing again. I don't know, what people's situations are. That's what I said about having that independence and not codependence. As I was telling Pisces, I don't know if you have any Pisces in your chart, but that was the other thing too about self-worth, knowing your worth and value, right? And not settling for less. This is what the overview was for everybody was about recognizing shit that ain't swift, right? And not settling for that. And if we can't get on the same page with people, if things can't whatever, then we obviously need to do what is right for us and what's going to bring, again, weighing out one's situations or options and figuring out what works and what doesn't so that we can, again, find the passion again in life. You know what I'm saying? And on that note, I hope you got something from it, and I wish you luck until the next time. Take care.